Alright, hi. I'd like to talk about Terminator Dark Fate today and why, regardless of how it performs, is a snapshot of where we are culturally. And why where we are culturally isn't that great. Um, See, it seems like we've been adjusting to the 21st century and for the past 20 years or so, and now, and it's like we don't really know what to do with it. I don't think we have the same approach to a lot of things in life we normally do. I mean, every day we kind of access some kind of app, or we tap into some kind of social media, and that's how we get by. And it's even affected the way we tell stories. There is no the identity of the times used to be what we kind of relied on, and that's why it's not meaningful. These films, they're not as meaningful as 1 and 2, Terminator 1 and 2, because they're not tangible. They do really revolve around the times of today. I mean, it's as if we say we can just make the film, we can just make anything happen. We can make anything happen with technology, so let's just make it a film. And so that's just the reason why we go into making films, and that's why it's evident. You see, there's a clear lack of desire, and devotion to the original material, to the original story, and I think that's pretty messed up. But it's also kind of messed up nobody sees about it. It's pretty much that everything's going to be lackluster like that. It's going to be, we don't really know what this is. We don't really know why we're getting into this. But let's just fly on our pants seats and be impatient, be like completely techno-driven, just constantly checking and tapping it. And that's the way. Is that the way we really want to live? That's the way we want to enjoy life. Life does not fit onto the screen. There's so much more to life that can do that. You can squeeze into the gigs on your hard drive. I mean, and it kind of seems to me why we don't care so much, or why it's not as evocative and as scary, the Terminator. It's not that it's not a scary idea. It's not that there's not a real message there, because we can still go back and watch them. We can still go back and see the message. There's messages all throughout that so heavily revolve on real life, on your life, on what you do on a day-to-day basis, going to work, at a diner, being a single mother, fighting a war, trying to save the world, trying to save the world through just one person, through just the idea that one person is very important, and that keeps going and going. And it's like, and the next one was just a continuation of that, and you can see this. You can see when they stop at a payphone, when they stop at a bar, a biker bar, and they just go and settle it, and they explore the details. They explore the idiosyncrasies, and it's so much, it's so fun and so exciting and so you want to keep exploring because of that, and that's what makes the story. It's like in Robert McKee's Save the Cat, like I believe it was in some big producer that says, give me the same thing but different. And to me that just says you want the same ideas, but you just want new characters to describe them. You don't want a vague, pointless film, just regular film propelled by heavy special effects. You don't, two planes crashing together is not a plot device. It's not a plot. That's why in this trailer I don't see anything that exciting. It's shot very well in some areas, and I believe it's probably really well acted. It's probably got to be a good performance on the part of Linda Hamilton and Mackenzie Davis. Arnie looks really good. He looks very composed. But I don't think it's going to be, I think it's probably going to be a hotel film. Something you just wait till it comes to DirecTV and HBO. And, so wait till it's on demand. That's what I say about this one. But we have to get back to humanity, and that's so ironic and so telling for a film like Terminator. I mean, this is the way. I mean, we clearly see that the machines are not. The machines have got to be put in their place. I mean, big time. You can the way we watched that payphone scene, the way we understood how good Terminator was at protecting John by simply masking his voice and altering it to become like it, become John, to mimic his, and it also showed, what life is like as a kid. That's what you did when you called home. You had a curfew. You checked in, and Terminator checked in by way of payphone, just dialing in, and he said, and it's usually the idea is that your mother would pick up. That's the one who was caring for you, and concerned about where you were, and that's who picks up, their foster mother, and it's Terminator that is the one who is able to decipher who is on the other line, even though it sounded like the woman playing John Connor's foster mother. It wasn't. And the whole scene is centered around a payphone. Two guys in a payphone booth, and that's it. And you got the message, and that shows you how important it is to settle in, just focus in on one aspect of life, just these areas of life that you see. That was the way you did it. You used to call back home, and you weren't have the luxury of just whipping out a phone. That's a big thing. You had to go somewhere. And these little places make it a film interesting. They make the story interesting. Biker bars, diners, the dirt bike you ride on the way to the arcade in the mall. There's no arcade at the mall anymore. That's where we are culturally, because we so view technology as something so great that we antiquate all this shit, and it's all this crap we used to love. These things we used to love, these sacred things, So, in that sense, you can see how how it's no reason why it should be an effective movie. Such a big movie as Terminator, it's so small and so little now. I mean, this is how we go about life. This is about life, and this is about our daily life. So yeah, that's my wager. I think it's going to be one of those films. Just wait till it comes on TV. Wait till you're in a hotel room and get it on PPV. You know, order it. That's the kind of movie I'm going to chalk this one up to be. It's clearly. I don't see any moments like that in this Terminator. They've shown me all the great parts, and they're not remotely tied to anything human, towards family. It's steadily becoming what it's about, the way we're doing things now, and it's showing. It's showing that's the wrong way to go about life and to go about making anything. Just the box office numbers, and yeah. So I thank you for watching this, and if you can, please hit that subscribe button, and I will continue making more videos just like this, continue giving my wager on each trailer that comes out that I think is worth talking about. Thank you, and God bless.